Alright guys, so welcome back to another one of these Lantern Ring videos, and today I'm going to be talking about the, a new kind of batch. And I've talked a lot about cartoon ones, I've never really done anime ones, so I figured why not, let's do My Hero Academia characters and which Lantern Ring I feel like would go to the MHA universe, like which MHA character would get a Lantern Ring. So let's get started with our first character. Who would get the Green Lantern Ring? Now this ring is only bestowed upon someone who has someone who has overcome great fear, and that person, of course, it's Deku. Like, who else would be having a Green Lantern Ring other than frickin' Deku? Of course, like who else would be wearing a Green Lantern Ring? He's overcome great fear. And proven himself to not only, like, he has proven himself to All Might, he's more or less proven himself to himself, if that makes any sense, that he can overcome great fear and stand before, like, all these great villains and keep fighting. So yeah, Deku fits all, like, Midoriya fits all the check marks for getting a Green Lantern Ring. So now we move on to the Blue Lantern Ring. So the Blue Lantern Ring is someone who is filled with hope. So the Blue Lantern Ring, I feel like there's a few candidates, but I feel like the one that, and this is going to be weird, but I feel like Ida would be my pick. Tenya Ida would be the Blue Lantern. I feel like he would get the blue ring. Why? Because Ida has been this very hopeful, very optimistic person, even when, he always has, like, hope for the best. Like, he's always, like, that shining beacon of, we're gonna be great, we're gonna do good, yes, this is totally fine. So, I feel like he would get the Blue Lantern Ring. Out of any other character, I feel like he would be the one to wield the Blue Lantern Ring. So, who's next? Ah, yes, the Star Sapphire Ring. This is someone who feels great love for somebody else. And this is going to be a little weird. But, the person I'm picking for Star Sapphire, is Toga. Himiko Toga would get the Star Sapphire Ring. And you may be thinking, what in God's name are you thinking, Multi? Like, why do you think, why do you think she deserves a Star Sapphire Ring? Because she loves other people to an obsessive level. And the Star Sapphire Ring doesn't really differentiate between great love and obsessive love sometimes. So the Star Sapphire Ring would go, like, her obsession with Deku as well as, like, other people. It would be terrifying. Like, she would get that ring, it would go on, and she'd be like, yay, you're all going to die horribly now. So, Toga, I feel like, would get the Star Sapphire Ring. You all thought I was going to pick Uraraka, right? Y'all thought I was going to pick Uraraka. Well, nope. So, let's move on to our next ring. And the next ring on our list is the Indigo Tribe Ring, which is the Ring of Compassion. Now, like I always talk about with the ring, is that the one defining element is that you cannot be a compassionate person. It has to be someone who has bestowed compassion onto you. That's how you get the ring. And the one character I feel like deserves that ring is Shisho, the purple-haired guy. I think I'm mispronouncing his name, but yeah, Shisho would be my pick for the Indigo Tribe Ring. You may be thinking, really, why him? Because Deku showed him compassion when literally no one else would. Like, literally no one else would give this guy a chance. Everyone wrote him off as, like, a villain, and had Deku not, instilled any kind of, like, confidence or way to be a hero, then he may have just dropped out and become a straight-up fucking villain. So that's how I feel like he would get the Indigo Tribe Ring. So that's my pick for the Indigo Tribe Ring, because again, Deku instilled that compassion to him and showed him that, yeah, you can actually be a hero, even though everyone makes you feel like you're a villain. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's move on now to the Red Ring. And you're already thinking, oh, it's going to be Bakugo. It's got to be Bakugo, right? And the red ring only goes to people who, yes, who are angry, but it has to be someone who is of righteous rage. And you could make the argument for Bakugo, yes, that Bakugo does have a form of righteous rage to him, for feeling inadequate and, wanting to prove himself. But there was somebody else I thought of that made me go, you know what? He's more deserving of a red ring than anything else, and that is Dabi. Dabi is the one who I believe would get the Red Lantern ring. And you may be thinking, whoa, 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 whoa. Dabi. Really, why does Dabi deserve the red ring? The red ring, like I said, doesn't differentiate between... your rage has to be righteous. You have to have like a good, valid reason of why you would get a red ring. And it's not like, grr, I'm angry. It's more like you're doing this for what you believe is a righteous cause. And as we've seen recently, is that Dabi, his whole crusade is to get back at his abusive father. Get back and destroy the heroes who have more or less abandoned him. I was actually also very close to giving this to Stain as well. Hero Killer Stain was also another villain who I would have seen with the Red Lantern ring. But the reason why I gave it to Dabi, I kind of leaned towards Dabi as the owner of the Red Lantern ring, because his rage is... he believes his way is righteous, he believes what he's doing is for a right cause, so in his mind... that's, obviously getting back his abusive father, the heroes who more or less turned a blind eye to everything, and how he more or less is like, yeah, all the problems that are wrong with this world are heroes, as well as especially my dad. So the red ring would be like, alright, I'm in. Boom, you're Red Lantern now. So, the Red Lantern ring would go to Dabi. So now we move on to the Orange Lantern ring. The Orange Lantern ring would, as we all know, goes to someone who has great greed, someone who has just a mountain of greed inside of them, and they want everything. Who else would I pick other than All for One? All for One is the epitome of the Orange Lantern ring. He's literally taking everyone's quirk for himself. He wants all of the quirks for himself. He wants the entire world for himself. He is literally a walking poster child for the Orange Lantern Corps. So there is no doubt in my mind that he would be granted the one for all. All for one. There's no doubt in my mind that one for all for one. All for one would get the Orange Lantern ring. So yeah, All for One would be the one to want it all, essentially. And now we finally come to... I don't include the Black or White Lanterns. I don't include the Black or White Lantern rings, because anyone could be a White Lantern, and it just has to be someone who's brought back from the dead. So, Twice can be a Black Lantern. Ooh, I just bummed myself out. Yeah, Twice can be a Black Lantern. Yeah. Or, All Might's teacher could be a Black Lantern. Oof. I'm gonna move on. Anyway, so we come to the Sinestro Corps ring, which is someone who instills great fear in others. And, there's a couple we could pick from, right? There's literally tons we could pick from. But the one that really stood out to me was literally any villain, but this is the one that made me go, yeah, sure, yeah, he's all like, and I've mentioned him before to get a red ring, but he could also qualify for this too, and that's Hero Killer Stain. Now, why did I pick Stain when I had Overhaul and, Shigaraki and, everybody on the Villain League could qualify to get an Orange Lantern ring? A Yellow Lantern, to be a member of the Sinestro Corps. So, but the reason I chose Stain was because Stain had a massive impact in the My Hero Academia universe. He instilled total fear in all the villains, because this dude was a hero serial killer. He was a dude who was straight up murdering superheroes on a level that had not been seen before, and it was not only putting fear in the public and their trust in superheroes, but it was putting fear in the hearts of heroes as well. So when you instill that much fear in that quick of time, yeah, you would definitely get to be a member of the Sinestro Corps. So, and like I said, you could make the argument for him being a Red Lantern too, but yeah, he gets the yellow ring. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this list? You guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know, and what characters do you think would get to be part of the Lantern Corps? This is just my fun little list, and you guys can always tell me in the comments below what are yours, and once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.